Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty in 5. Today we're going to talk through all you need to know about bronzing. So when you think about bronzing, its main use is to add warmth back into the skin. So think about your skin once you put foundation on, you add one colour all over, and that flattens any colour on your skin to make it one neutral colour. Adding bronzer adds shape and warmth back into the skin. Out in the makeup world, there are lots of different bronzers. Today we're going to focus on cream and powder bronzers. So thinking about your foundation finish, that might decide what kind of bronzer you like to use. So if you like more creamy products on your skin, you might opt for using just a cream bronzer. If you prefer more of a matte finish or like to use powders and you find that easier, powder bronzers might work best for you. So first up, I'm going to show you with the Huda Beauty Contour and Bronzer Cream. The shade I'm showing is medium, so it's a cute little twist top. So this is the shade here, and I'm going to start off really lightly. So if you're not familiar with this particular product or cream products in general, I always suggest starting off lightly. So I'm just going to grab a rounded, soft buffing brush and just applying a little bit to the tip of the brush. I'll dab a bit on the back of my hand, so that way you can see how much product's actually on there, and it will lift a little bit of the product off, just so you don't go in too hard on your skin with the first application. So thinking about where the sun would naturally hit your skin is where you want to start applying your bronzer. So light circular movements is great for any cream product. So starting through the hairline, warming up the forehead area. So remembering when you do foundation, it's going to flatten and make it one-dimensional, and adding bronzer can add that warmth back into the skin. Going back here to pick up some more product and just washing it across the cheeks. So you can see one side to the other. So I've just got foundation on this side, so looking quite flat and one-dimensional, and then adding the bronzer. So using it along the cheeks, and then just a little bit across the nose as well. And just adding a little bit through here, and you can blend it down if you need to. So always starting off with less and then building it up. So we're not contouring a harsh contour with this, we're adding warmth to the skin. So you can think of it as a 3 shape. So that would be where the bronzer would be. If we're going to continue with the makeup, we'd probably add our blush through here. So smiling, adding it through the apple of the cheek. And then say we're using a highlighting product, we would add it here along the brow bone. So we're keeping that warmth along the face, but you can add colour and highlight through there. So I would choose a cream product if I'm actually not using much makeup on the daily. So if I've just moisturised, put my sunscreen on and a little bit of concealer, I'd probably opt for more of a cream bronzer that day because it will just melt into the skin and look more like skin. Next, I will move into powder bronzer. So we're using the L'Oreal Bronze to Paradise in shade 03, which is back to bronze. Switching up brushes, so going for more of a rounded powder brush. So not as firm as our cream brush, because this will deposit the product in a softer way. Just popping a little bit on brush tip there. And similar application. So where the sun would hit the skin naturally, and you'll find with powders it can take a little bit more to build up. So if you're a little bit more nervous about applying bronzer, you might want to start with a powder. I would opt for a powder bronzer if I was doing quite a layered or a heavier makeup and if I wanted a bit more of a long wear. So thinking of that 3, pushing it through the hairline where the sun would naturally hit, along the cheekbone to add that warm sun-kissed look, and a little bit on the tip of the nose, a little bit on the chin. Just blending it out into under the jaw. So you can see the cream gives more of a satin or a shine finish, where your powder gives more of a soft matte finish. So choosing whichever cream or powder might be dependent on your skin type too. Keeping in mind bronzers can be quite multi-purpose too. You can always wash it like as an eyeshadow color. I always love doing that because it can quickly tie a look in together as well. And if you're ever in a rush, you can always use that one product to create, your eye makeup as well. Thanks guys, that's it for bronzer today. If you've got any questions, please jot them down in the comments. See ya!